Hi Moglets, it's God Mode time. Of course, first, the montage. Let's go ahead and start with his build. I got a lot of advice on my initial first impressions Thoma video, and what we were trying at the end was a full HP build, and I think that's what we're going to be sticking with, mostly HP. We have gotten Thoma up to C6 from our last summoning session, so of course we have that C4, which makes his, burst cost much less. We will try and get a bit of energy recharge because getting his ult is going to be the most important thing. Refreshing his shield for this 15% buff from his C6, and just having a shield in general. There are a few other comps I want to try with him as well, but first of all, let's just focus on his build. To further cement him as a support, I would much rather go 4-piece Oblige. In the current team, I have him, with Xingqiu and Kazuha. Obviously, they're not going to have 4-piece Oblige. Most of my supports don't. I think maybe only Sara, actually. We most likely will have to raise a few pieces, but it's not a big deal. Focusing on energy recharge, HP percent, even attack percent would probably be fine. This one fits most of the builds, so we're gonna go ahead and try and raise this one a bit. We'll see if it can avoid flat attack. Okay, it didn't. Never mind, I give up. We're just gonna steal Shanlings. I just figured out we cannot go 4-piece Oblige because we don't have any HP goblets or any HP circlets. Most of the time I'm trashing them, not thinking too far in the future that maybe someone like Thoma could want one. We do have the Strongbox, we'll try it a bit. We did get 2 circlets. This is an HP percent. I mean, we could work with it, it wouldn't be perfect or anything, but it would allow us to get the full set. Do we have any HP here? Nope. Funny, when you actually want HP, you don't get it. Every other time you do. And only def and attack on the sands as well. We'll do a few more in the Strongbox. Let's see, crit damage. Pyro, attack, def. Wow. Any HP on... Yeah, we do have a HP sands, but it's not that great. Wow, this flower is pretty amazing, though. Just not really for Thoma. Crit damage, attack, energy recharge. Nice. One more set of 24, and then we're just gonna work with what we can. Any HP goblets yet? No. Pretty good-looking attack goblet, though. Sadly, most people don't want those. Another crit damage circlet, and a slightly better looking HP sands, so we might try and go for this one actually. Okay, we literally don't have a single HP goblet even after all those rolls. Main stat, I guess, is gonna be the most important here. We do have an energy recharge sub, so it's all good. And we got crit rate as the last stat. Element's Mastery got boosted. I'm really not trying to make him do damage, but since we only really need HP and energy recharge, it's like, what else at that point? Sadly, flat def got boosted. Not really surprised, actually. And we finally got an energy recharge proc, so that's nice. Somehow, this is my best HP percent goblet. It's actually not horrible when you look at it. Flat HP is actually not that bad for Thoma because he has not a very high base HP anyway. And then we got, attack, energy, recharge, elements of mastery. We're actually going to put some high grade stuff in here. Let's just do that to start. Maybe we get a double. We didn't. Ho 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 ho! Look at that. 20s, it only went to energy recharge. How lucky. I never get lucky when I burst them up from 1 to 20 almost like that. And the last one was Elements Mastery. All around, could be worse. Sara's is pretty nice, but I don't want to have to be swapping them around. I mean, it already has 10% HP on it. This is the only other one with Promise, this Plume of Death. If we get energy recharge, we will raise it. If not, then we're probably just going to steal Shanlings or something. It's Elements of Mastery. I mean, it might still be worth raising. Maybe even for someone else. I'm not sure yet. No, I think I'm going to first take Shanlings because I actually don't use Shanlings super often, and then I'm going to take Sara's so that Sara still does have the full set. In fact, the Plume Shanling hat I think is better than the one she had, so she got just a nice little boost there. And yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good one for Thoma. 10 HP, 10 energy recharge. And finally, the sands. Again, I don't think we got too many sands. Well, we have 3 now. I'll raise the only 3 substat one I have to 4 and see if we get energy recharge. We got crit rate, so I think I will actually just go for that 4 substat one. And it doesn't really matter what it goes to, honestly. We got a little bit of everything. And more crit damage, so whatever. I probably should have checked his energy recharge, honestly. But there he is, 4-piece oblige. Hopefully he has at least like 150. 160, I think that'll pass when he's at C4. I am planning to use him with Hu Tao, so I can't give him Staff of Homa yet, but we will try him with Staff of Homa later. I think Favonius is going to be a really nice weapon for him, you know, more elemental orbs. Just helps him get his burst faster. Oh, and he will have more energy recharge now, I think almost 200. Yeah, 188. 30k HP right now, which I think is all right. First of all, I would like to get his E and Q up to at least 11. That's kind of what I do for God modes. And there we go. Should have slightly stronger shields now. So the team you see here, Hu Tao, Thoma, Xingqiu, and Kazuha is the first thing I wanted to try out. And the point with this team, obviously Hu Tao and Xingqiu for Vaporize, but then Kazuha and Thoma can actually work well together as well. Because Thoma, when he does his burst, is always shooting out these fire things, and Kazuha, with 4-piece Viridescent, allows for those easy swirls to proc Viridescent, so that would make Hu Tao's attack stronger as their pyro resistance will get decreased. So let's practice a bit while doing our dailies. Unfortunately, this is a pretty weird daily with these weird thunder fogs again, so there aren't actually that many enemies here. What in God's name is this way out here? Do I have to take a boat? Yeah, okay, so we can't really practice here either, because literally it's just this. And then we have a balloon quest, but whatever, I think there are at least enemies here. So we're gonna get Thoma's burst to start. We're gonna go ahead and do his E, and then we're gonna go to Kazuha. They should already be Viridescented, and then everyone's dead. Thoma does have his burst back already though, so we're gonna try that again. Then we can get Xingqiu back in there. Oh my god, but still. And this is, I guess, kind of another weird quest, but alright, so there's Viridescent proc. We're gonna go back and do his E, I guess, before, never mind. Well, we still do have our weekly bosses to do, so let's go ahead and start with Child here. I'm missing with every single one of his E's, so I can't get his burst. Playing with Thoma makes me realize I've gotten very spoiled, having had Zhongli since pretty much the beginning. So we're gonna go ahead and do his burst now. We do gotta be careful though, because now, okay, we don't have Pyro anymore, but he can do a lot of damage. All right, here we go. Viridescent. Let's just go ahead and do Kazuha's burst, get that Viridescent going. Xingqiu burst. Stop for a second, my guy. Yeah, this is all not going that well, but okay. Third phase. One of my supports in here is too strong. All right, his burst is back. Let's start it back up. Unfortunately, that swirled. Yeah, I have to do, I think, Thoma first before Xingqiu. I mean, those were some pretty strong attacks there. We do most of the time have that 15% extra, you know, charge attack damage for Hu Tao from Thoma's C6. We are refreshing shields very often, and I think that has like a 6-second sort of duration, so that's really good. Let's do Rock Frog. That's probably the hardest of the weekly bosses. Thankfully, no Pyro this week. So here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and do Kazuha and his burst. He should be the Viridescent stuff now. Unfortunately, we cannot get his burst right now, but we can go ahead and do Xingqiu and just hope he doesn't die here. Q to avoid that. And then, oh, wow. Hu Tao is doing quite a lot. Let's back up a little bit here. Thankfully, Thoma can give shield, so we can remove those marks. All right, let's go ahead and do his E and his burst and go to Kazuha here. And then hopefully, oh no, no, that's gonna kill me. Oh, his shield survived. The side swipe. And, oh, okay, wow. I've never seen Hu Tao do that much damage. Then again, I did just get her to C3, so I don't have much of a point of comparison. I do think Thoma is helping a lot. So usually when it comes to this phase, I'm just going to attack his tail until he's dead, but that's with Zhongli. With Zhongli's basically broken as shield, so I'm gonna take this one more carefully, as I would do it without a Zhongli, and just try and avoid the electrical. Oh god, what the hell? Oh, well, we can get a shield here. So thankfully we could remove that mark. All right, we got to get another shield quick. There we go. Maybe we can get his burst as well. Almost. Hurry. Okay, burst. Kazuha. Xingqiu died. That was just really bad timing. We're just gonna have to try and kill him with our Hu Tao. Okay, there we go. I mean, we were getting shield refreshes. Again, that 15% from his C6. We definitely had that, and that helped a lot. I don't think this team has space for a healer, honestly, when I want the most damage. What do we get from Rock Frog? A Plume, not very good. And that's it pretty much. I think we're gonna do the other 2 weekly bosses in the same team, and then we're going to switch it up. So we got Thoma's burst. I think we already procced him with Viridescent earlier. Okay, yeah, 2 attacks and he's going into his middle phase here. I'm not sure if Thoma still doesn't have enough energy recharge or if I'm just doing something wrong. Anything here? Nope. I'm curious to see if Thoma's shield can survive the dragon coming down. Almost. Only took 400 damage. Not bad, because that is a strong attack. Alright, so we're gonna swap to Thoma, climb up here. I guess just do his Q and E real quick. Go to Kazuha. God, I'm so slow with this right now. And then I get, oh, we should have done Xingqiu as well. Maybe we still have enough. Yeah, I mean, we could do it, but that was basically just Hu Tao at this point. Okay, Plume, I guess. Anything else? Well, I got a Dream Solvent. Pretty cool. So I think I got the idea of the team down well enough. It just needs a little bit of work in the execution department. Thoma's constant flares when he does his Q really makes it easy to swirl it for Viridescent. And of course, Xingqiu and Hu Tao. Thoma's also good with Hu Tao because of Pyro Resonance. You know, you do have some protection there. Charge attack boost for each shield refresh. You know, it's just really solid all around. The next team I wanted to try is actually with Yoimiya. Yoimiya also gets most of her damage from normal attacks, which Thoma does boost as well. We are going to keep Water Dude in there, but I think we're going to swap out Kazuha for Bini. Honestly, like, Abyss is the only place really hard enough to properly test anything. Maybe Masanori as well later, but I just want to showcase why this pair actually works really well together. And that is because Yoimiya has a particular issue where a lot of her damage from her basic attacks comes like in pieces, like on her, I believe, 3rd and 5th auto attacks, or it's 2nd and 4th or 5th, whatever, it doesn't matter. So if she's getting interrupted, that's really going to lower her overall DPS. And while Thoma's shield isn't that strong, it will prevent Yoimiya from getting knocked around. So we have some samurais here. We're just gonna do our general rotations, you know, get Water Dude in there, whatever. Go ahead and get Thoma's burst going and his E. And then we're just going to start basicing with Yoimiya. And as you can see, we already got hit once, we still have the shield. I believe even when the shield actually gets broken, she still won't get interrupted. It's still up, okay, but you can see she never even got interrupted even though the shield broke. Besides that, as a bow character, Yoimiya attacks very fast, which means she's gonna be triggering Thoma's burst basically as often as it can be triggered and making his, you know, shield even stronger, refreshing the shield, keeping that 15%, you know, attack boost up. We can go ahead and swap over to Staff of Homa just for fun with the Yoimiya team, of course, because we don't have any other polearm characters that would need it. I didn't really look at his attributes because I don't think they're all that important outside of like HP and energy recharge, but there you go. So again, we're just going to start with his burst. We're going to go ahead and just do Kazuha as well here. Xingqiu. And then go ahead and go to Yoimiya to continue refreshing that shield, and this is where we will stay with her for a while. We shouldn't need to bother moving too much from our location, so we can guess in this particular case, getting hit by a bubble is, that honestly wasn't the best floor to test that. Let's go to Masanori, because I know he has some really annoying attacks where he's throwing you around and such. Alright, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and go to Yoimiya now. I think Yoimiya will just shred him to bits, but hopefully he can attack us a couple times, but I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just going to stay here and continue attacking. You can see, she still hasn't gotten interrupted. The shield has actually gotten super strong, you know, and every time it gets refreshed, she did take damage, but she did not get interrupted. That's the important bit here. And with the way Thoma's burst works, you can continually get a new shield all the time, and even if it breaks, Yoimiya won't get interrupted. You do obviously have to take care of her, like, not dying. But yeah, just a really nice pair in that regard. And this, again, does allow you to maybe take out Bini, although Bini is OP as well, but like, you know, if you just want to have Pyro Resonance, you don't need anyone but Thoma and Yoimiya. then you can go Kazuha, Xingqiu, or some other variation if you so wish. Even if Yoimiya is taking damage, when she is standing in Binny's ring, she will continually get healed as well. So she won't get interrupted from doing her attacks, she'll continually get healed, and, you know, have a bunch of boosts from Thoma and Binny and Water Dude's Vaporize. So yeah, that just works really well together in my opinion. I guess the last thing I did sort of kind of want to do is compare to Diona, because that's what some of the comments said I should do. Unfortunately, my Diona is not God mode Diona yet. She's only level 80. I don't think she has like the best stuff on either. 12.2. I'm pretty sure Thoma's is way stronger. Well, it's probably about the same as Diona's if, you know, it would also be level 9 like Diona's, but you know, then you can also get 2.2 every basic attack after doing ult, you know. Does Diona have higher base HP? I don't think so, actually. Well, alright, I'll gear up Diona as best as I can. Almost, she is missing a couple thousand, but I guess we'll swap off Staff of Homa and back to Favonius. Okay, he still has a little bit more, but not that much, less than 1,000. I mean, I read the skill multipliers already, so I don't know what I'm expecting. Oh, well dang. Diona did take 2.5 attacks. There always could be something I'm not thinking of. Here we go. Oh. Okay, what am I missing? Because actually, Diona's held up better. Oh. I did hold Diona's E, which gives it a 75% damage absorption bonus. That makes more sense now. If I compare it to Diona's hold, then I would also have to compare it to Thoma's burst, I guess. You know, when he can stack up the shield stronger. They're just so different though. Diona's is a lot easier to pull off. You just have to hold it and have a slightly longer cooldown. Thoma's, I think, can be stronger overall, but it needs a bit more time and setup. So they're just kind of different in that regard. Still though, I do just want to do the press and see how that holds up to the 3-hit combo. Yeah, okay. That is about what I expected. I do believe I had the shield like 1 frame before he hit me the first time, or else I just would have died anyway. So yeah. It is about the same as Thoma's, honestly, because they have about the same HP and the same percentage, so I don't know what I was expecting differently. But I think that'll do it. Obviously, I can't do much flashy with a support, especially with one that is built full HP and all, but I was really surprised about how well he works with Yoimiya. You know, again, especially considering one of Yoimiya's big drawbacks is that you really need a shield. I would say if you don't have Zhongli, he's definitely worth picking up for like Hu Tao or Yoimiya. Even if you do have Zhongli though, you do need a second team for Abyss, for example, and you can't have Zhongli in both, so that is something to consider as well, you know? Like, I could definitely see myself going with a Hu Tao comp without Zhongli, and then maybe like a Ganyu comp. I digress though, there he is, C6, fully maxed out. I'm definitely going to be trying him in Abyss when it resets, maybe on camera, maybe off camera. But yeah, make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you have any further feedback, feel free to drop it down there. I really need a lot more practice with shield characters in general because all I currently know how to do is hold Zhongli E and not take damage ever. So yeah, dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed the content is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.